So we're at the Bundy Hill Preserve today. It's a 100-acre permanently protected nature preserve owned and managed by the Chippewa Watershed Conservancy. It was purchased in 2016 after we raised nearly $250,000. It protects rolling forests, the highest point in Isabella County, and some very interesting geologic features. The trail building project at Bundy Hill Preserve is really focused around three different areas. First, we want to create a high quality hiking experience out on the preserve. Second, we want to make sure that it is a lasting and sustainable trail network in the long term. And three, we want to make sure that the natural resources on the property are protected during the entire process, since that's the reason why it's a preserve in the first place. The trail building process is fairly straightforward. Myself and some of the other more experienced people go out ahead on the preserve and flag the route using some pretty small pin flags. We've scouted the terrain before, so we really know the topography and what we want to design out of the hiking experience. And so once we're out ahead, actually laying out the trail, we'll have people come through with rakes, various tools, and they're just clearing the forest floor of sticks, leaves, other small trees, and then people will come through with McLeods and some other tools to actually excavate that tread. We're building this almost completely with hand tools. We're using a little bit of chainsaws to clear some of that trail corridor, but it's primarily built with a variety of different hand tools. And so the initial group will come in, excavate the tread, which is the surface that you actually walk on, and then we'll have a couple people that man up the back and are digging in the dirt, leveling out the surface, making sure it adequately sheds water and is an even surface for people to walk on. In designing this sustainable trail system, what we're trying to do is effectively shed water while also creating a high quality hiking experience. And so when we build the trail, all we're doing is using the hand tools to excavate this top layer of soil. We've got the back slope here. It's roughly at a 45-degree angle. The tread, the actual surface that you walk on, is about 36 inches in width, and then it's gonna have a subtle 5% outslope. And then when we pull back all that debris, we're making sure that we don't have anything hanging up and forming a curb on the outside of the trail. So we're just pulling that down slope. And what that'll do when water sheds down the side of the hill, it'll run across the trail as opposed to running down the trail. And that's something we want to avoid because we're trying to prevent soil erosion. Modern trail building is really interesting. It's really derived from road engineering. Historically, in the kind of the mid to late 20th century, trails were just lines in the forest. There wasn't much thought to creating any sort of high quality human experience. It was really about moving people from point A to point B. And so science has showed us over the years, paired with engineering, that if you create a trail that can withstand various user impacts and properly shed water, then one, you'll have a more sustainable trail system in the long term, and two, you'll be able to provide the highest quality experience for people. We started this project Earth Day weekend, and this segment of trail in particular starts right at the parking area, kind of snakes its way up the rolling hills, and obviously is kind of stopped right here. This segment will eventually snake up to the top or the summit of Bundy Hill and connect with the trail on the east side to create a nice loop. This high ridge will eventually create a stacked loop system, which is more or less like a jagged figure eight, and it'll offer a few different opportunities for hiking for folks that visit the preserve. There's a variety of ways people can get involved to support the trail building project. We'll be out here every Thursday night from 5:30 until 8:30 p.m. All the tools and training are provided by the Conservancy. We've got something for everyone, from more physically challenging duties to some of the lighter, easier work. And so we're looking to get more people to help us each week, and we'll be out here all summer until the trail building project is done.